yeah, my mum wanted us to sort of behave, but she sort of let it slip. Yeah. It's just one of the many lies you get told as a kid, isn't it? Like, they all sort of fall eventually. You've got God, Father. I remember when I found out the tooth fairy wasn't real. Because I'd been on holiday with my auntie and my uncle, and my tooth fell out while I was on holiday, and they gave me €5. So when I come back, I said to my mum, "Oh, the tooth fairy gives you a £5 for every tooth you lose."
So you go to the fucking Bureau de Change as well when you go on holiday. Sound that?
What do you mean?
Giving you foreign money. It's no useful in this country.
We were there.
Oh, no, we were on holiday, so it was to spend on the holiday. It wasn't like, here's your money and make sure you don't spend it till you get home. My auntie just gave me whatever. It was probably pesetas back then, but it was £5.
A cunty move to give someone money for the tooth falling out and in a foreign, like, just give them in drachma. Yeah. Yeah.
Spend that.
You could spend it.
When I got back, I used to like when we'd get sent to bed, often my little brother would fall asleep and I'd be allowed to go back down. And it was not long after the holiday, and my auntie and my uncle, my mum and my dad were all in the living room, and I come down the stairs, sort of snuck down after my brother had fell asleep. And I heard my mum go, "Fucking kill you, by the way. I've got to give him a fucking £5 now every time his tooth falls out, because that's what you gave him on holiday." And I heard it and burst through the door. I was like, "Liars!"
17 he was. Allowed to go down after his brother falls asleep. I'm going to go out now.
Yeah.
Liars!
I actually don't think I did that. I think what I did was just wait it out for a while and just let the lie live for when my teeth fall out and just kept making a bit of money.
Fucking minted off that, mate.
Oh.
Does Etta know the Father Christmas isn't real yet?
No, she's in the... She's been at school, so she's just finished reception. So last day she goes into year 1 next year. And obviously kids tell each other, like, listen, did you know that actually... But they're really innocent. They're just cute. They're not there yet. So she still fully believes. Just Christmas just gone, which was just before her 5th birthday, it was, holy shit, the fat man's been.
Do you use it against her? Like parents threaten kids with Father Christmas? Like, I'm going to ring them now.
A little bit, just gently, but not too much, because my sister did that with my niece so much. She was like, "Oh, the security, the security camera,
yeah, we did
not the security cameras, the motion sensors for the alarms."
Yeah, Santa
she was like, "That is Santa watching you."
Yeah,
and my niece got so wound up, she was absolutely shit scared of Santa. Yeah. Who, like, almost like if you're a Catholic kid 100 years ago, this all-powerful, judgmental as fuck thing watching over you, potentially ruining your Christmas.
Let's say what's Seneca's
me with an electric toothbrush. That kind of same vibe.
I think you can overdo that as a mechanism of like getting them to behave.
Like I said, what Seneca's mum did, massively Catholic, when she was little. She put a black cross on her window and said, "Oh no, that means you're in the bad books. You've been bad." And she's like, "Right, what do we do?" She's like, "Well, you have to be good and try and work it off." And on Christmas Eve, she took one strip off and went, "Oh, you're nearly there. You need to be good." And then she'd take it off. She'd taken it off the window. It's like, "Oh, you've been good." It's fucking hard line, that, isn't it?
Yeah. Sleep well.
That's too much, isn't it?
That could backfire spectacularly, that. If your kid's just an absolute cunt on Christmas Eve, and then you've still got to give her all the presents you bought her, rather than them going to waste.
So I think genuinely all these threats, I don't get it. I'm not an expert or anything, but if Etta's being a bit of a knob, threatening her with something that is definitely going to happen, they're smart. They're going to work it out. Like, if you go, right, if you keep doing this, we're not going to the shops. When you have to go to the shops, that's definitely happening because you need to. Don't threaten something that's definitely happening. You need to be able to follow through the threat and go, right, cool, we're not going fucking anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, I try and keep it. It's not easy.
Mm-hmm. Here's a question, sort of about a similar thing that you were talking about there. So, like, how old are your kids?
14 and 11.
So, when they were younger, sort of like when they were like Dan's kids' age, where they're sort of, they're still sort of, that age where they start finding out Father Christmas isn't real. Yeah. And they're talking to their friends like, "Did you know?" Right? Yeah. Either of you, are you ever tempted to just like feed them some shite and see if it can spread around the school?
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah. Or just teach them about like 9/11.
Send
them into school. Like, do you know who Al Qaeda were? Yeah.
That will get you brought into the office. I would imagine so. Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Nightingale. Could you come and speak to the headmistress, please? Etta has been talking about 9/11 quite a lot,
And what's the problem with that?
which is unusual for reception-age children.
And what's the problem with that, though?
Because it was
Has she said anything that isn't a fact?
Right, yeah. I just
And the
think-
headmistress can't shout at you either. She's got no power over you anymore. You're not in school no more. You can have to fuck off.
Yeah. That's what I'd do.
Yeah, the head teacher of my child is a gobshite. That's the Adam Rowe. Fucker. Teach your kid about 9/11.
But as long as all the information you give Etta is correct, you teach her about Bin Laden, how much of a gobshite he was, what he did,
Where he is.
Just call
the
me
names of all the hijackers.
Call me mad, but I think 5.5 might be a little too early for that.
You reckon?
Yeah, maybe I'm a bit old school.
We all do parenting different.
Yeah. Night. Oh, before you go to bed, you want a bedtime story? Well, let me tell you about the Pentagon.
Teaching
Yeah,
a child conspiracy theory, like Tinky Winky. Remember the gay one? The gay conspiracy.
Yeah.
Teach her that.
We're just doing the basics at the moment.